Kick your ass at practice. Go to your station. Yeah, go to your station and deal with a bunch of retirement questions.
That's Kyle Van Noy, Patriots linebacker, talking to Rob Gronkowski last week at one of the umpteen media availabilities. And Gronk was asked plenty of questions about retirement all week long. Chris, after the game, he said he'll make a decision in the next week or two. If you're making a decision in the next week or two, in my mind, you're announcing a decision you've already made in the next week or two. This meshes with a theory that you and Big Cat had last week, that he's going to wait for the right moment after the Super Bowl to say what he's doing so as not to take away from the Super Bowl win and to kind of create his own event where he can say, I'm done. But if you're going to make a decision that quickly, the decision is already made. Right. And I think that he's done. I think that if they'd have won the Super Bowl last year, he'd have been done. And I think now it's time for Gronk to move on. Plus, if he does want to stay, there's no guarantee that the Patriots even want him.
No, well, I mean, as we know, when the Patriots feel like a player is maybe coming to the end or physically or mentally isn't checked in all the way, they will get rid of you. I mean, that's what sounds like happened last year. You know, how many coaches, and I feel like I've heard Bill Parcells say this, I mean, if you're thinking about being retired, then you're retired, really. I mean, it's just not the type of sport where you can have one foot out the door and go, well, I'm not sure, you know, one foot's out the door, but I'm going to stay inside here and still be a football player. No, football is one of those sports that you have to live it. You wake up every day. It's nutrition. It's training. It's things to make your body stronger, healthier, whatever it is. And when you stop living that way, that's when disaster happens usually. And I just feel like with Gronk, some of the answers we've heard over the last year, the lack of emotion this season, all of those things would tell me that, you know, to what you're saying, Mike, that he's going to come out here in the next 10 days and say, you know, see you later. I'm going to pursue other things in life.
There's a certain weariness that comes from all the injuries he's had. He's had so many surgeries. And the way that I heard it last year when these rumors first started to percolate, family members pressing him to get out because of concern over concussions. And
right.
There's the concussions we know about, and then there are the concussions we don't know about. And, you know, the one that he suffered, remember the AFC Championship game? When he got hit and knocked out of that game?
Right.
That's the one I think that got his attention. Now, he didn't have one like that last year, and maybe the passage of time has allowed him to be less concerned about it. But I don't think you make a decision within a week or two if the decision is, I'm definitely coming back. I think the decision has been made, and I think he knows what he's going to do, and I think he's got plans made for opportunities to make a lot of money just being Gronk, whatever it is,
Definitely.
as an actor, as a wrestler, as a party host, as a guy who gets a cruise ship every 3 or 4 months and takes a bunch of Patriots fans out on the high seas, whatever it is. Gronk is a money-making machine, and he's never had to spend any of his football money because of his marketing dollars, and maybe he's a guy who can continue to milk that beyond the end of his football career like Peyton Manning has.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, Gronk could be the Terminator in the new version of that. I could totally see him be that guy. I'll be back.
Have you ever seen him act, though?
Well,
he is so bad.
Well, of
he
course.
is so bad.
I mean, I wasn't trying to give Arnold Schwarzenegger any Oscars either early on in his career either, so it's okay. I mean, but hey, as you know, we've talked about this a lot. Gronkowski, his body has been through hell in his career. I mean, it's broken legs, ankles, shoulders, elbows, concussions to what you talked about. He played the position as physical as you can play it, and he was an amazing not only pass catcher but run blocker as well, and that takes its toll. Greatest tight end of all time for my money. I think you agree.
And yeah, I agree, and maybe he's perfectly suited to be the Terminator. Takes tons of abuse and just keeps going.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.